Throwing to start here is Tua. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go now. Go.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And they can't bring him down. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's still on his feet. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drop killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First and 10, Taylor now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Downs going in motion right. Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
From the 10, this is third and goal. On the option left, Richardson trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
You look at this Colt defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. Second and 9 from the 44. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harris Richardson. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Colts send out their punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Again, it's Achane.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Achane on the counter.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Throw caught by Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
2 and now on 1st down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
2nd down, here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number
1. 1st and 10, it's Richardson.
He's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Jerome Baker
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 32-yard line.
Downs going in motion right.
Cougar 19. Tempo.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Now Richardson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 3, second down.
On a 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Power toss right side. HM with it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And going deep for Hill.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
They go play action with Richardson.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Gabe's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? These offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
At the 47-yard line.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Richardson to throw off play action. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Okay, ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Ready.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Ready.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
89 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Cowboy 80! Ready?
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A 49-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Tua now on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Tua. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here we go. 1st and goal. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing Tua. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Tua. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is 1st and 10. Richardson. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Richardson. Got his man, it's Woods. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hustle.
Here's Richardson.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They give to Achane on the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.